maths in a minute or two. This lesson is on ordering fractions. Here are some fractions with different denominators and we need to put them in ascending order. Now that's quite difficult to do while they're all different, so the best thing to do would be to make them all the same, and the best number to make them all the same as is 100. So if we can turn them into equivalent fractions which have 100 as a denominator, we can then immediately see which are the smallest and which are the biggest. Okay, let's start with the one we know probably, 1/2. In order to get from, if you don't know already, how you get from 1/2 to 100, think about it like this. From 2 to 100, you would need to multiply it by 50. You therefore do the same to the top, giving you 50 over 100, which is an equivalent fraction. Now let's look at the same thing here. To get from 25 to 100, we would need to multiply by 4, so we do the same to the 17, which is 68. Now to get from 20 to 100, we would need to multiply by 5, so we do the same to the top, the numerator, 5 7s 35, and to get from 5 to 100, we would need to times by 20, so we do the same to the top, giving us 80. Now we can see them like that, or we could actually turn them into decimals or percentages if you prefer. So this one would be 80%, 35%, 68% and 50%. So we can now easily see that this one was the smallest. Ascending means going from the smallest to the biggest, so what we would put on the answer line would be the original fraction. So the 7/20 would be our first one. The second one would be 50%, but we need to write it as a half. The third one would be the 68%, written as 17/25, and finally the 80% written as 4/5. And there you are.